Hello, boys and girls. My name is Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Pokémon Legends Z-A for Nintendo Switch, where in the last video we were put into a very precarious position. For no apparent reason, the game expects you to come on with Ice Beam. It turns out my worries were a little bit non-founded. I just kind of caught a bunch of vanilla, and once I found one that was 35, I evolved it right away, and I have BAM! It had Ice Beam right away. So now we're gonna need to use this to get Ice Beam. If you're wondering why I was so annoyed, well, that's because I didn't think that I would actually have to bring out one Pokemon just to use one move, but yeah, we need an Ice Beam for some reason. Finally see done to Yoshi. Now we can actually find this stinking girl, whoever she is. Yeah, that's right. We're trying to find Ivor's sister. Say a girl is just hiding somewhere really annoying, and I hope we get to battle her. I want to kick her butt so badly. She's being a brat for just having to hide out in some of the probably weirdest, dumbest places ever. Who knows? Anyways, but all the water's drained for the sewers. I assume if we bring Ice Beam, we could also come back to this maybe at some point. If for some reason we need to re-enter these. As long as the fountain stays flooded, we won't need to worry about getting flooded. Wait, let's search the sewers. I shall go on ahead. Alright. Ivor certainly doesn't want to waste time when he knows where he's going, can we? We should head in there too, Yoshi. You might have noticed, yes, in the last video we were grinding a lot because we discovered that we can use specific moves and extra stuff. How does that not hit at all? How do you not get Mega Shards with that fish? You're so mad. Good grief. Alright, but yeah. I was a little annoying because we had to switch out some of our best party members just to get these two untrained Pokemon, I guess I'll say, into my party. So now we can finally get back our main characters and hopefully never have to deal with this mechanic ever again. Even if so, we do have Ice Beam now as a backup. So I guess we kind of know who we're going to train next, but even still, it's kind of annoying. You might have also saw the game is getting a lot more challenging. Between the alphas and other stuff, it is actually getting kind of up quite a bit. Which is becoming really annoying. Also, what am I doing? Medit is the one that needs training, so we should be using moves with him instead. He has 3 different moves he can use, so we should do that. It's the only way you can get experience with them otherwise. Alright. Other than that, though, our team continues to get stronger, and I guess mainly also, we did a bunch of the Wild Zone clear-outs. We now have only 1 left, and we can pretty much clear it whenever we want, because it's 2 evolved Pokemon. Machoke, which we can evolve, and Skidoo, which we can also evolve. So we don't even need to catch them, but we might go back and catch them anyways, because we do need to gain experience points if we want to get our team fully prepared up and everything. But for now, back into the sewers we go. The sewers were built a very long time ago. There are wild Pokemon about, so be on your guard. Who knows how they got in there? Pokemon, you say, but will Gwen be safe down here? That's why we're trying to find her. Understood. I'm on it. There he goes again. Come on, we should help him work for Gwen, Yoshi. Watch out for wild Pokemon. Very hidden area. Some say you might not be able to this area if you don't do all the stuff here, but honestly, I beg to differ. As long as we use this time to get as much Pokemon as we can, we should be fine. We're getting to a point also where we're probably going to need to use Ultra Balls on pretty much everything. So yeah, any Pokemon we see, we're going to catch immediately. I like how we can see the map here. That makes it more clear where we're supposed to go. Don't know why we didn't catch the first one on the first try, but then again, this game's kind of random. Sometimes it takes a while to get shit you need. We do need to catch a bunch of dragon types. Noibat is considered one. There he is. Just hiding in all that chaos. So far right now it's just Noibat, but we might find more as we go along. I forgot to mention, Gyarados does lose his double electricity typing or whatever, or rather it's quad weak to electric when it Mega Evolves, so we want to Mega Evolve Gyarados a lot, so it only gets a little bit of it done. We've not seen Reggie yet either. I haven't actually been using stealth a lot in this game. I don't know why, but it isn't always as required. That's just what I feel about it. In the original game, there was a lot more opportunities to use stealth, but for some reason in this game, it doesn't really work half the time. Like, it literally saw me through the wall. What am I supposed to do? Just run away and try again? Like, there's no way of knowing when they see you. I'm guessing we'll have to kind of use the terrain to our advantage more often in these areas. There's not really a great way to clear this area normally, so I couldn't eat Trainer Wood. We're just gonna catch everyone instead. If they're caught, and they're on our side, they're not going to get in our way, so that's the simplest way of getting them out of the way. Throwing a ball at the alpha is also a really good play too. Although you could only throw one ball at them at a time, typically, they could potentially be caught, and even if they aren't, you could use the time to just run away to the next area entirely. Something tells me a battle's gonna happen here. Like a rogue Mega Pokemon's gonna pop out of nowhere here. I don't know why. I feel like that. Anyways, looks like we got all the Pokemon we could here, which is good. There you are, Nishi. Looks like this lock is preventing us from going farther in. Then let us power us through your strength. Shall I smash this barrier so we can see? No, destroying public poverty. Come on. Ichi, let's take a closer look and see if we can't figure this out. Okay, well, there we go. Jerry, do you want to check? What about the keyhole? Shaped by a typical teal. Nothing out of the ordinary here. What about... check for gaps. Tiny gap between the door and the floor. What about the hinges? Is there anything unusual at the door's hinges? Looks like a legged rock made from some sort of metal alloy. So there's no clever way to open this door. I guess we'll just have to find the key. Where do you think the key could be? Maybe a Pokemon has it. You're right. There's not much to go on there, is it? As it stands, we can't even make an educated guess. Oh, speaking of which, there's our Pokemon that we need to find. Well, that Pokemon had some keys. That was a clef key, right? Let's go after it. I'm switching to Ultra Ball. This might be a tricky Pokemon to get. I want to be prepared so maybe catch it. Seems possible one of Klefki's keys could help us open the lock back there. Then I should go ahead and catch it. Cypher reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour. This does mean, unfortunately, means there's a chance of Klefki being knocked out as it's caught, but it's a risk we'll have to take. Up right there. Different than punching the poor vein. We're not in ancient history, you know. So raises concerns about how you managed to catch your own Pokemon, Ivor. Anyways, I think we could safely read this matter. Here, feel free to use these Ultra Balls. We are given Ultra Balls. That's like the game knows we need them. Alright, now catch that Klefki. Oh, we must first get into battle with it. We don't just want to knock it out. We want to catch that. Okay. Interesting. So we might end up defeating it instead. We switched entirely for some reason. Guess we'll just keep spamming balls then until we get it. And yeah, we caught it. That was quick. Nice catch. I feel like we've witnessed the very essence of a masterful capture. That's a bit excessive, though. I mean, Gel Pokemon like that, right? Anyways, let's see if Klefki get that lock open for us. Alright. Hey, at least we don't have to use it in our party this time. It just helps us out on our own. Alright. Okay. Doesn't seem to have the key for this lock. Really thought that was going to be a trick for getting through here. How about this, man? If we are truly stuck, perhaps we might try out, my friend. First out, Facebook calling Mad Detective. Just Detective or alerts. Now, what was your plan, Aya? Give Becca a door that it must be opened by a key, but there's no guaranteed set key can even be found in these sewers. Taking the key, we must let my honed fish become the key. Our path will be open thanks to my power. Justice Punch. Alright. How with that, a way is clear. Let's press on. So that's what he calls a plan. Personally, I call it brute force. In any case, we should hurry after him. Oh, nice run, miss. Oh, it's cool there. Alright. Ends up and everything. Oh, we've seen you before. A lot. You can keep trying to catch the same Pokemon, too, for a bit. Oh, hell, skill out. What are you doing running all the way over there? Okay, this is the Pokemon that could potentially become a big dragon-type fighter, too. So that's we could level up, too. I think it's Ice and Dragon, maybe. Or Water Dragon. Again. Yeah, it's very important to explore these areas and try and catch all the different Pokemon we can. Nice. Got it while I was facing the bat. Better not. Of course not. It has to be as annoying as possible, I see. We had a very high chance to catch it, and it's still didn't get the ball because it's being like that. I do like how these do sort of work like a normal battle, where if the Pokemon has full health, it's hard to catch. If you weaken it a lot, it starts becoming easier and easier and easier until eventually when you defeat it, it straight up becomes extremely easy to get. Alright. Oh, I think this is a key theme for X and Y, by the way. I haven't noticed this before because I haven't played this enough to notice this. And we don't need to catch everyone necessarily, it's just easier because they won't battle us every 5 minutes instead. If we just leave them alone. I'm gonna leave that one. I am, however, gonna try and catch this Litwick. Alright. Ice move gets us across that barrier. And the amount of arrows indicates it's how easy or not easy it is to catch, and yeah, so whenever you fail catch a Pokemon that has a lot of arrows, that usually means you just got really unlucky for no apparent reason or another. Okay, so that one we can't get to. We might have to go back there later. Okay, we already have a bunch of Noibat. Let's skip him for now. How interesting, actually. We went back to the same way we came, sort of. Oh, there's... Do you both see that? It was Candelaire, the Lurian Pokemon. It might be the very same Candelaire that Gwen is her partner. Okay. Okay, well, if we have to fight that tough thing, we're probably going to want to Mega Evolve against it. Alright, we're almost done. So that's cool. You get to come in here for a storyline. I actually did overhear that there was a point where you go into like the sewers of here, but I didn't confirm that it was real until now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Dead end, no doors or anything, and no sign of that Candler either. It's a ghost type Pokemon, so it's not surprising it could vanish at will. This is indeed Gwen's partner, and maybe it vanished to whoever Gwen is. Key observation. Given the situation, I say that's highly likely. Alright, let's search every last inch of this room. Jeez. Let's search every last inch of this room. Of course, there are pipes and some valves. Nothing special about them. How about this? Don't know what these photo sheets are for, but they don't seem related to this case. I learned something important in the course of this investigation. I go around stashing things in the name of detective work. Emma gets very cross indeed. Yeah, we're still trying to get a match with Ivor. We're trying to speed rush getting a match with Ivor so we can start getting our next Challenger's ticket. That's why we've been focusing on this so much. So, electric pals. You tried flipping a few switches, but nothing happened. What about this? Hey, good look at the pale clock's case, but they don't seem any special. Well, that's different. Checked all of this room, but there's no sign of any hidden contraptions. In any case, the only course of action is to act. His power, straight his justice. Huh, that's on. I smashed countless Ozolite. This is the first time I punched a wall and had my fish go straight through without breaking it. Feels like my hand went inside the wall itself. Well, that's because it did. Silly. Could be. Oh, yeah, it's a walkthrough wall. Seen that in quite a few games already. The wall wasn't real in the first place, so something or somehow conjured up that illusion of a wall to fool us. I see. Must undergo even more diligent training if I wish to smash illusionary walls, but for now, let us proceed. I'm sure Gwen is waiting for us on the other side. Alright. I hope we get to kick Gwen's butt. Like I said, he's been nothing but trouble. She's been nothing but trouble today. Let's keep pushing ahead. Oh, and I wanted to give Gyarados a move, and I completely forgot. I wanted him to have a strong move. And I want that move to be Surf. We got that a long time ago, and I think I mentioned only a bit. But in the older games, it's one of the strongest moves you can have. Oh, and Raichu convert it. Is that a reference? That has to be a reference to something. You might have noticed, but yeah, Pikachu... There's this old video that goes on where Pikachu also has the ability to surf, but I didn't know they started suddenly giving Raichu surf. To be fair, it has its tail it can use for surfing, but like, that's crazy that somehow that works as a move. Well, you betcha, we're definitely putting that on Raichu right away. As funny as Quick Attack is, but I kind of still need some kind of stat move stuff, and so for now, Surf is going to go on there. It's also a special attack move, so it works good with Raichu's high special attack as well. Oh, and we can use Psychic and give this to you. We don't need Endure, that's a weak move usually. And at some point, we'll just have to get Brick Break for that fighting move. But again, we're not going to be doing stuff for a while. Alright, let's go through the wall. I almost forgot that I could use stuff like that. Sure, I feel like when passing through it makes me feel like it could be the work of a ghost type. So you're saying a ghost type Pokemon is attempting to deceive us? I think so, though we can't prove it yet. I think I'll be able to slash walls of any kind. Can finally tear down the barriers that separate the people and Pokemon of Luminose. Yes, the wild zones will separate us no more, and everyone will be happier for it. Well, look there. Well, there's our Candler. Do believe that Candler must be Gwen's partner. Hey, Candler, please help us find Gwen. Her partner Pokemon is fairly roaming around and doesn't seem particularly agitated. I could assume that even someone is behind Gwen's irons, the culprit isn't monitoring the area or anything. Every step we take brings us closer to the truth. Let's hurry, Luminose. We finally found her, I think. Gwen. Found our missing person. Who's the villain? Where's the villain who trapped you here? Back out if we see Ivor. Can you identify the culprit behind this? I don't see one. There is no culprit because no crime has been committed. What are you saying, Madam Detective? Gwen was trapped here. We saw it at our own eyes. To be her is Gwendolyn. However, she came here of her own volition. That's the truth behind this whole case. The truth? If you really wish to hear it, then defeat me in battle. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, after all. Here, I'll help your Pokemon and leave the rest to you, Yoshi. Honestly, I still don't know why we randomly pulled out Venusaur for no reason, but... Oh, I did it again. We need to have Gyarados as our main Pokemon here. Are we doing this? Yes, let's battle. I'm gonna win, so you all leave me in peace. Strength is power, strength is justice. So we already know she has a ghost-type Pokemon. Does that mean she doesn't have any fighting types? Yeah, it looks like it is just this stuff. Alright. I think I know what to do right now. Start Mega Evolving right away. And then we could start using Surf. This is a really cool move on the looks of it. And this side is Grass, but we have an Ice move, which will work. The main thing I need, though, is to be ready for a Candelaire. And yeah, of course it's gonna be Mega, too. Candelaire, Mega Evolve, finish him. Alright. Ugh, it looks especially creepy. Okay, already getting a Pokemon that's using Protect a bunch. Good thing we had a second water move this time. Just stomped right through it. Your Pokemon shine with justice. Exactly. If justice wasn't wrong, I simply lacked power. Oh, fine. In any case, well deuces, both of you. Do you know these two, Gwen? Of course. Emma is the greatest detective in all of Luminose. Yoshi is a member of Team MZ. He's also the reigning Canary Quiz Whiz. See ya, what did that mean when you said well deduced? Where to start? You break every smartphone you touch, Ivor. Once you start battling the Z-A Royale, you don't stop even when dawn comes. Your excessive training will keep going on and on as you climb the ranks of the Royale. Meanwhile, I'm the one who deals with all the complaints about your behavior. It's an enormous burden. Ask Candelaire, one of the Klefki, to help me hide down here. That way you'd be unable to participate in any promotional matches. You had to come and find me. I had no idea I was causing the Fist of Justice and my own sister so much trouble. There you were. So I'd love to see you give my brother a good thrashing, Yoshi. True then, Yoshi is my opponent for my extra promotional match. See for yourself. There it is, plain as day. Well, it seems I must prepare for our bout. I hope you all excuse me. So, can we finally face Ivor? I've been wanting to face him all day, you know. Honestly, I'm obligated to look into any case I take, but perhaps I should have let this one go cold. Still, I'm surprised you knew of a hiding place behind this. It's almost undetectable with all the barriers and tricks that Pokemon helped me put up. I found this place when I was very young. It was here that I met Candelaire, though it was only a Litwit back then. The ghost-type Pokemon let me come and go as I please, so I visit on occasion. I love the quiet down here, and the dark. Now that Ivor knows about this place, I suppose you'll need to find a new hiding spot. We should head back for now. This might be your favorite spot, but exactly not fit for long-term residence, I could say. Of course. Wait, if we needed to freeze this to get down here, then how in the world did she even come in here? I should train up a bit. A little extra muscle could come in handy during investigations. Extra muscle? Please not again. Or Ivor. I was joking. My expansion shoot can help me out in a pinch, though I decided not to use it unless necessary. Oh, and Gwen, tell Ivor I'll be sending him a bill for my help, okay? Luck with your promotional match, Yoshi. And to face Ivor, come to the Justice Dojo. Alright. We can finally face Ivor after so long of waiting. I know it technically takes longer to get to the next promotional matches as you go further to the game, but like, this was ridiculous how long it took. Oh, barely got its level up, so now it can evolve into Medicham. But still not usable in battle because they need to get it to like 50-ish before that will work. But at least now we can do part of the setup. We evolve it into Medicham now. So now we don't need to get Medicham caught later, which is nice. But we do need to also find its Mega Stone too. So now it's waiting. Now it's all about waiting to get some strong moves. Oh, it has the different punch varieties. Some of these are really cool, actually. Let's just get Fire and Ice Punch for now. Both of those could work well for now until we get a strong fighting type move to put in that set. Alright. Slowly but surely getting stuff done. You're wondering, yes, someone really, for some reason, wants to see a Mega Medicham in action. The only way to get that is to, of course, level up a bunch. Okay, this time we didn't get healed, interesting enough. So sometimes you get fully healed, sometimes you don't. It's kind of weird. Sometimes you just don't get healed after. So I guess we'll go back ourselves, game. However you say. We'll probably need to train our team aim again, too. We're starting to get into much harder battles now. We're also getting to the point where we need to somehow find a way to keep training our Pokemon stats up. If you're wondering why I've had Power Bracer for a while now, I'm trying to train up Emperor's attack even more, but I don't know how to check. Oh, we can change its buttons. That's weird. Wait, that's different, though. Oh, we can check its summary, too. Oh, but it doesn't say anything. This is what its stats want to go like, and this is what we have trained, I guess. Alright. Guess we better give it the Emborite again. To be fair, we use Ember the most, so it should probably have the Emborite. We were just briefly having it on that Mitchell instead while it battled in certain battle zones, because the idea was keep buffing up its attack until it gets as strong as it possibly can. Because you can only use items on Pokemon for so often before they don't get trained any further, and the only way to train them further is to just have them face in battles. Either with wild Pokemon or otherwise. There has to be why we just went to collect those items. I just decided to. Alright, well, our plan now is Emboar versus Ivor. And we'll hope that that works. If not, we might have to actually train a bit more. We do have max potions, I guess. So I guess our item of choice, if we need to use it, will be a max potion to heal up. I will say that I like the way they sort of changed it. I think they got annoyed by the fact that in almost every other Pokemon game, you can always use items to cheese through it so easily. But in this game, one item only. Once you've used that one item, you cannot use another. Which makes this game especially challenging, actually, as a Pokemon game. Last you arrived. Gwen has made her feelings on the match clear, but even so, I grow stronger. As I said before, if we are to live in harmony with the Pokemon in the city, then the Pokemon must be afforded the same freedoms that humans enjoy, and for both sides to enjoy the freedom we need is incredible strength. Strength cannot solve everything for us, but it will at least allow us to protect what we hold dear. I'll prove the truth of my words. See to the very top of the Z-A Royale. Rank A will be mine. Now, shall we begin our match? Let's do it. Gwen, please lend me your phone. I promise I'll do my utmost to not break it. Okay. Hunter's ticket verified. You are clear to start a promotion match. Places in life you cannot reach without climbing over strong opponents to get there. Well, I'm the strong one here. His power, strength is justice. Alright. By the way, I need to mention, our Pokemon could still only go up to level 65. So now I have Ivor, the Fist of Justice. Really cool mechanic too, huh? Okay. Not wasting any more time here. We're Mega Evolving right off the bat now. Let's see what you do. Of course, you're gonna use your Medicham. I feared you would have at least that. Ooh, almost took it out right away. We can't heal yet because we were waiting for him to bring out his Pokemon first. Ooh. Am I seeing things? Does he not have a Mega Pokemon? Does he not have a Mega Pokemon to use of his own? Well, in that case... Oh, wait. This is just his third. Never mind. It was a fake out. This is his Mega Pokemon. Time to Mega Evolve, Phalanx. Justice will win the day. Okay, well... This suddenly became more interesting. Alright, now it's Mega versus Mega. Ooh, he looks quite cool. No retreat. I assume that means we simply cannot switch, but to be fair, we were gonna probably lose no matter what. Oh, he lost. He brazed everything just now. Okay, at least we got a surf off to see how cool that looked. Alright, time to probably hit the side unless we know a way to get through him faster. Okay, yeah, right. Actually, we have enough power. So we're getting to a point where we can't beat this all with one Pokemon. But we haven't drawn enough team to do it. Defeat. How incredibly unjust. So yeah, settling some of these battles seems almost invincible without grinding a lot more. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations. Now processing your promotion. Purrit. Okay. You've been promoted to rank D. My justice didn't prevail. It's clear even I must train even harder. Fine, but no more battling the Z-A Royale after daybreak. That isn't how it works. If you continue to vex everyone around you, your goal will only grow harder to reach. Understood. It's true that I act before I think, and I'm terrible at controlling my own strength. I don't even know how many sharp bones I've broken at this point. Perhaps if you insist to be as a coach, we could work on fixing those things together. Out of the question. Elder of us and the master of the stove. Stop making others take care of your messes. I have more to say on this once we're home. Let's go, Ivor. Please one moment, Gwen. I want to give Yoshi my thanks. Stuck of my gratitude for a fine battle, please accept a small gift from me. I got we're this late into the game and now we're starting to face actually strong opponents, which, by the way, act like this game's gym battles, so this is technically our second one at this point, even though we've done a bunch of promotional matches already. It's odd, but that's how it goes. It was a good match, Cool Yoshi. I'd be honored if you face me again. Next time, my power will surely open my path forward. Now, if you excuse me... Alright. I think the trickiest part is I couldn't find a weakness that his other Pokemon had. Might have been Dragon, might have been something else, who knows. Wow, it sounds like you had a lot of fun. Who would have known that the X and Y axis would end up being clues in a missing persons case? So why, I heard something about that a long time ago. What sort of something? How did it go? So how the X and Y axis go in different directions, but there's still a point where they meet, and finding this is the foreign fame? I'm not sure I get it. You mean how people and Pokemon are totally different, but we should focus on the things we share? That, or something like us all here. What are the odds we meet and become friends? Huh? Something the matter? Oh boy. Nothing to worry about. I'm more wondering if something's the matter on your end, Neveen. You still won't try my good old croissant curry, huh? That won't be happening. I mean, it might taste good. The aesthetics are still too much for me. That's not as hard of a pass you gave before, Neveen. Maybe this means we're finding where our X and Y axes meet. Alright. Cool. I will say, that was a lot of work just to get one promotional match done. We still have a lot of things to do, too. My alarm is going off. Oh boy. What now, I wonder? Good morning. No sign of Tawny or Villa just yet, as I've been granted the calm quite worry now I can finally make some progress on my sewing commissions. I'm so pleased that I'll even include you in my happy mood. Ooh, I have farted sealers. Think nothing of it. I got them as a thanks for a sewing project and they're not my size. Hey, Tawny. You know where Tawny is? Not here. She must have helped out earlier to be her helpful self around the city. That idiot. Hey, she borrowed somebody to shoot a Hotel Z promoter shot, so we're in debt now thanks to a scary group called the Rust Syndicate. What? The Rust Syndicate? Yes, them. The ones so scary even a rampaging alpha Pokemon wouldn't dare mess with them. Oh, this is Yoshi, right? The kid that lives and helps out in Hotel Z? That's me. Well, aren't you wise, or maybe just naive? You should be more careful about when answering cancels from unfamiliar callers. Now, I'm calling as a representative of Rust Syndicate. I want to discuss a bit of the money your friend Tawny borrowed for us. I could have just dropped it at the final to tell you what that, but I figured you want to avoid a scene, especially since Tawny had been working so hard to bring in new customers. So he stopped by your office. You'll find it in the blue district. We'll be waiting for you. What was that call about? About Tawny? So was it just me they called? They even tracked down your name, Yoshi? How deep in trouble are we exactly? Well, Tawny didn't borrow a ton to begin with, but the interest on our loan is out of control. I hear the Rust Syndicate makes it impossible for you to pay back their interest. Then they can force you to work off their debt by doing the betting. If that's true, we're dealing with some truly heinous people. Yeah. Don't worry, Philip. We'll get the Tawny out of this mess somehow. It's true that they force others to work for them by imposing unreasonable interest. We must at least try to top things out with them. So if you're speaking with each other, that we can hope to find some satisfactory resolution. In any case, only option now is to go to the Rust Syndicate's office as requested. Right, AZ, especially since they called two of us now. I can't get a hold of Tawny. Hey, they already know where to find all of us. I don't feel great going to their office alone. You'll head over with me, right? Of course. Thanks. I'll feel a lot better that way. Happens while we're gone. We're counting on you to handle it, Naveen. What? Alright. Okay. Two will be okay, won't you? Rest Syndicate certainly seems disreputable, yet I've not heard the police taking any action against them. Make of it what you will. Alright. I will say, this episode was all sorts of tricky. Having a freeze of area with Ice Beam just to get through. Having to train all bunch of different Pokemon just to get our stuff done. And now we still have to get this Medicham Mega Evolved. Yeah, all sorts of crazy stuff has to happen now. And it's not really fun. I don't like it. Oh, I hope that changes soon. Okay, the Wild Zones did get expanded, but only a couple got added. We got 14 over here, and Wild Zone 15 over here. They probably will have all the new Pokemon we just got before. Wow, some of these are also right next to other areas too, which is gonna be interesting. See how that works. Pretty soon the entire though will probably be Wild Zone Fiesta. Know what I mean? Alright, I don't want to waste too much time, so we'll just claim this heal block item real quick. We haven't checked our request in a while. Surveying Wild Zone 12, evolving via the link trade. This one can't really be done because, as you saw before, we can't really link trade without using a code. For some reason, it forces us to enter a link code, but we don't have a link code. How would we know what our link code is? That's confusing. That's why it's so hard to do. If we did link trade, we'd probably have to look it up online first before doing stuff. Also, we did not get much stronger. Now our Pokemon can only go up to like level 70 or higher. It sounds like we're kind of stuck in terms of how high of a level we can get our Pokemon. But that happens a lot with these games, to be fair. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. And until then, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe for some more commentary. And until then, see you guys in the next video. Bye.